I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Second down, here's Jackson. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got him. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Now Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. 3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll give him a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now here's Ross. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But
that's caught at the 25. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. fourth touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed two, but this one is good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Detroit! 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 Gun! 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 Gun!
Jackson to throw again. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. It's caught left side by John Brown. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jackson going to throw again. Man open left side is Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
We got 4. Hot! 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Gun! 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 Hot!
To throw again is Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
4 down. 4 down. Check. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Mike 45. Let's go, team.
4th down. Here's Jackson. Crabtree with it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
4 down, check.
Right back to him on 1st down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Buck Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Ravens get a bit closer. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will get them one closer. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. He was 2nd in the NFL last year with 6 interceptions. This time, not only the interception, but also 6 points.
And it's just so difficult to go get the football in this league because people are so proficient in the passing game. It's not easy at all to read patterns, to break on the football, catch the ball, and take it the other way. Yeah, when you have a guy like that on your team, you feel really good about his efforts.
That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. And this is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
21.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Allen has it, left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now Jackson throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jackson now. And his pass incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Jackson will throw again. Now, loose football. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Throwing at Stafford. Green brings it in. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Stafford. And caught, right side, Green. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. The final shot before the break, Stafford. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Lucky 56.
On second down, Jackson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. This time, Jackson will throw it. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little room to maneuver. They'll get this down to about the 39. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Lucky 56.
From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Now Jackson on first down, and that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for Buck Allen, his running back that time, and that'll bring up second down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to go back to Allen there, and it's third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And able to find John Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! Detroit!
Now Jackson on second down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jordan Evans coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. The Ravens on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Carl Lawson in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Sam Cook now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Giovanni Bernard, 97 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And that's only the 3rd time in NFL history we've had a run of exactly 97 yards into the end zone. So we're witnessing a little bit of history right there, partner.
And what makes it that much more impressive for me is that if you're on defense, you're expecting them to run the ball. They're on their own 3-yard line. Not many people risking throwing it, so you expect them to do exactly what they did, yet it still breaks for 97 yards. That's a long way.
And some quick research. The other two, 2014 Lamar Miller. The other
I know the other one.
Okay.
That was 1939. Andy Urim. I was there. Oh, no, I wasn't.
You weren't there. You were almost there. You were a baby at that point. Yeah, 1939. Wow. The drive starts with a run by Collins. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On second down, here's Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, third.
On third down, Jackson. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10.
4 down, 4 down. 26, Mike, 26.
Jackson from the shotgun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Jackson. His throw incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Ross on the return. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And now look at him go. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. In for the score. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on. Point after here coming up. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Here's Sam Cook now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. To throw is Stafford. That's complete. Bernard. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
Stafford on 3rd down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Willie Henry able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt, and I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Jackson now looking to throw on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to have a 3rd down. And Jackson throwing once more. He may try and run for this. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. To throw on second down, Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
Jackson operating from the gun. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Escaping the pressure right. He finds an opening past the 40, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing here, Stafford. Being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.